Number 239-9393, 1-800-571-WIBC. Pat Sullivan here for the Michaelis Corporation, and joining us is Joe Polizzi from Michaelis. Joe, good morning.
Good morning, Pat. I'm proud of you. That's the first time you've really nailed that name. Thank you.
You know what, Joe, I have actually been working on that all week, and I still, I look at the spelling of your name, and I don't see a T in there, but yet it sounds like there's a T in your name.
Well, I can give you a little background if you'd like. In the Sicilian dialect, two Z's form a T, like a pizza.
Oh, really? Now that's actually the most interesting thing that I've heard on this show today.
I don't know. The mowing high was pretty good, too.
Yeah. Dick's been saying that for a year, and that just goes right over his head. It's like, mow high. And I picture all these potheads out mowing their grass. But
yeah.
All right, so, Joe, how long have you been with
right.
Yeah, how long have you been with Michaelis?
A little over 3 years, going on our fourth year, and I'm having a great time working with Richard and Bill, and they just put together a tremendous team of people that you can trust, and that's kind of my word for the day. Trust in us, trust Michaelis. I think you help us a great deal by our association with you. People trust when we come out, and we're going to do the things that they need done. We're not going to charge them for something extra. And our word is our bond, and I think that comes from the top, and that's just the way we like to do things. And I think if you can trust a company, that's worth gold. I always go back to the morning of the situation I found myself in with our fire, and I got to tell you, the battalion chief who was on site putting our fire out, he was so concerned. He didn't know, he didn't know that I had any experience. He didn't know who I was.
He didn't know you were stupid.
He didn't know I was stupid. No, he thought I was stupid. I had that stupid look, and he was so afraid that I was going to get, he goes, listen, you're going to have a lot of restoration companies like just pounding on you to get this work because this is a good-sized job. He goes, you got to be really careful. And I said, well, I already dialed 844-FIX-INDY. I have Michaelis coming. He goes, they're the real deal. And I'll never forget that because his words were, he goes, I'm surprised they're not standing in the lawn. These guys aren't standing in the lawn waving business cards at you in the lawn across the street. So, but he was just thrilled that Michaelis was on the way. And you guys, of course, were there before they even rolled up the hoses, and you were bringing out equipment, securing the property, and then the process started literally from the hour of the emergency. So I got to commend the way you and Joe, you're the guy a lot of times that you're taking those calls.
Well, I like to do it, and I think that lends to the trust factor. I'm a guy that's been around, and I know that people in time of need like that don't need anybody that's going to mess with them. They need somebody that's going to, be straight up and be helpful and be compassionate and, promise that they're going to take care of it and take care of it the right way with good business fundamentals. And that's kind of what we pride ourselves on.
There you go, Joe. Thanks for spending a little time with us. Have a great rest of the weekend. Joe Polizzi from the Michaelis Corporation. The number that I dialed and the number that you should have written and stuck in your wallet, 844-FIX-INDY. That's 844-FIX-INDY, the Michaelis Corporation. Construct, renovate.